Greetings, Love Posse. Have you ever had a misunderstanding, conflict with a friend, a family member, your partner? Have you ever felt disconnection or unintended hurt with a friend, family members, or your partner? Maybe you're speaking love differently. Love Posse, what is your love language? Gary Chapman wrote a phenomenal book. Check it out, The 5 Languages of Love. Everyone speaks a different love language. Have you ever thought about that? You're communicating with someone. You're sharing life with someone. And you're constantly butting heads. You're speaking love differently. So what are Gary Chapman's 5 languages of love? Words of affirmation. There are people who speak love or affirm others through words. Acts of service. There are those where actions speak louder than words. If you're in a relationship, have you ever gotten home from work and your partner's upset and you're like, what's going on? And they may say something like, I'm so tired of all this work in the house. I'm cleaning this, I'm doing that. You don't ever help me. What they're really saying is, I'm an acts of service person. Actions speak louder than words. I know that you love me if you help me around the house. That's how I show my love, and that's how I receive love. Actions speak louder than words. Then there's the quality time person. I'm a quality time person. We receive love through attention and give love through giving attention to others. I remember once visiting a friend and I was so excited to see her. I hadn't seen her in a long time. I go and stop someplace because she's vegan, and I buy us a vegan meal so we can eat. And in my mind thinking and have a great conversation, have this quality time together. We're eating and I'm talking, and then I go to ask her about, what's going on in her life, how things are going, how she is. And she says to me angrily, stop asking me questions. I ask the questions. I don't answer them. Wow. Silence. Silence. I feel it here. Ouch. I'm just wanting to spend some quality time with her. My love language is quality time. So her actions tell me I'm not loved. She does not know my love language. So I experience unintended hurt. Maybe she's not aware. We've spoken many times before where I'm always gabbing and happy to hear her voice. So maybe she wasn't paying attention. This is how Tyffany speaks love. Quality time. That's why she takes up my time. So I forgave. I forgave her because I realized she didn't know, she wasn't aware of my love language. And this is what happens. We're not aware of each other's love language. So we have these misunderstandings and these conflicts. So someone gets hurt. We have to learn each other's love language. That leads me to the fourth love language, receiving gifts, also giving gifts. If you remember in one of my videos, I spoke about my mother. We have different ways of speaking love. Again, I'm quality time, and she's a receiving gift person. She shows love through gift giving and receiving gifts. As a child, she would always give me gifts. I didn't know that was her language of love. I didn't know anything about love languages. I just knew we were speaking love differently. I felt unloved because she wasn't giving me her attention, her quality time. That's what I needed. That's my love speak. She would always give me gifts, shower me with gifts. I took Gary Chapman's quiz on his website to find out my love language. So I know that gift giving is my least favorite love language. So my mama was constantly giving me these gifts, and I would constantly give them away to someone who's homeless, or I'd go take them to the gifts to a women's shelter, and she would be so angry with me because I was unknowingly telling my mom, I don't love you. And I felt she was telling me, I don't love you, Tyffany, because we spoke different love languages. Are you getting the gist? Are you understanding how knowing someone's love language, knowing your own love language, can be quite helpful and useful? Which leads me to the fifth love language, physical touch. There are people who experience, speak love, receive love through appropriate touch. I have a friend like that. She loves hugs, right? Sex is important to her in a relationship. That's her thing. That's her love language. When she is not receiving appropriate touch in her relationships, to her, she's not receiving love. She gets in a place, a down place. I understand that, because when I'm not sharing quality time with someone, when they're not giving me their attention, for me to share my stories, for me to look into their eyes, right? Weave into their energy. Yeah, experience their presence. I don't feel love. So Love Posse, what is your love language? If you love someone, be they friend, family member, partner, anyone, I suggest that you learn your love language, love others' love language, and speak love to them. If you are a gift-giving person, you can learn quality time if your partner is a quality time person. You can learn acts of service. You can learn words of affirmation. You can learn physical touch. That's what we do when we love other people. That's what we do when we want to be in relationship with others. We have to learn how they speak love, what makes them feel loved. And, oh, so important, now that you know this information, you can share it with others. You can understand when a conflict arises, a misunderstanding, or unintended hurt, that it's not personal, that we all speak love differently. And we can change the dynamic, the quality of our relationships when we know love language. This has been exhilarating, Love Posse. Exhilarating. What is your love language? Show some love and communicate to others what your love language is. Don't hold it in silence. Don't be upset in silence. Communicate to others how you need and want to be loved, how you feel loved. If this conversation's been meaningful and helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, please check out my website at tiffanyhoward.com. And if you're on Facebook, check out my Facebook page at Tyffany Howard. Who loves you, Love Posse? I sure enough love you. The divine loves you. You are loved. Namaste. Namaste.